Hey everyone, so welcome back to my channel. Our topic for today is, should you do calisthenics? A lot of people will dog on calisthenics and say, oh, well, it doesn't really get you strong, or it just kind of gives you a little bit of definition. Or, they'll say this, they'll say that. Uh, but I think you should do calisthenics, which we're going to go over the reasons why we should do them in a bit. But first, let me tell you guys about the main type of calisthenics. So, obviously, when we're thinking calisthenics, people are thinking like push ups, pull ups, dips, stuff like that. Or maybe they think of like the trick calisthenics, the sort of the moves for show, kind of like the planche push up or the handstand push up, one arm push up, the flagpole, where you're hanging on a pole sideways, um, muscle ups, stuff like that. People kind of think it's for show, and the truth is, those kind of things they are for show. I can't lie, but calisthenics is actually beneficial. A lot of people think that you should just do weightlifting or something, and that calisthenics they're not gonna accomplish anything. But actually, incorporating calisthenics into your routine and your workouts is actually gonna help you build more muscle, as well as giving you functional strength. So let me explain. So first, let's say we do push-ups, right? Um, Obviously, you're strengthening your chest and your triceps, your shoulders, all that. But actually, you are also building functional strength, because now you're not relying on like your entire body. Okay, so like with weightlifting, you're kind of just you pick up the weight, you move it, and then you finish your set, you're done. Calisthenics are different, because when you are doing body weight exercises, you're actually you're actually gaining functional strength, just on the fact that your body is growing stronger from it, moving itself. And so you're actually gonna see how that will help you. Like, say if you were moving furniture, doing calisthenics would be able to help you lift a heavy couch or whatever. So that's just one thing. Another thing is that the pumps that you get from calisthenics are just as good as the pumps you would get from the gym, maybe even better. I don't know, but when you do push-ups, your chest really pops, guys. And it really gets you stronger over time. So you really got to start incorporating calisthenics into your workout. Also, another reason is there's a lot of times where it's going to be more efficient to train in calisthenics than weightlifting. Um, for example, I in the video the other day I said go to failure every set, right? No warm up sets. But at the same time, you cannot go and just pick up a heavy weight and start doing your working set. That would lead to injury, and you probably won't be able to rep it as much as if you were warmed up. But we got to go to failure in every set. And that's where calisthenics come into play. So to warm up when you go to the gym, I would say, whatever day you're doing, just warm up with some calisthenics, unless it's legs. If it's legs, you can't, you got to figure something else. But say you're going to do like chest and arms. Well, go warm up and just do a set of pull-ups, like 10 pull-ups to failure or whatever. That way you're warmed up and you've already exhausted the muscle by going to failure, and that's the most efficient way to train. So that's just one example. Another thing I would say is that with calisthenics, it's actually really good for your upper body. Not so much as legs, doing the air squats and wall sits. I'm sorry, guys, but those are not really gonna uh, blow up your legs like that. That's why you kind of notice a lot of calisthenics guys. They kind of like some paraplegics sometimes. Just their legs are just kind of not there. So that's why I say incorporate calisthenics. Don't be just like one extreme, only weightlifting or only calisthenics. You need to have a mixture of both. But yeah, like I was saying, calisthenics is really good for the upper body. You're really gonna be able to build your chest and your arms, even your abs. Just by doing calisthenics. Like if you had zero equipment, you could get a defined upper body just by doing calisthenics every day, or 5 days a week or something like that, a routine. Just because they're what we would call a compound lift, a compound movement actually, because with push-ups, several muscles are engaged, which I alluded to earlier. But just again, it shows that you're targeting a lot. You're getting a lot done when you do calisthenics. And I said about how it will make your arms blow up. Okay, well, doing chin-ups is maybe one of the best things you can do to increase the size of your arms. If you guys are not already doing chin-ups, you got to start doing them, because those greatly increase the size of your bicep. I mean, basically, a chin-up is like a hanging preacher curl. You're doing a preacher curl on a bar. So you're not just like lifting like a dumbbell, like, oh, I'm curling 50 pounds. Okay, yeah, that's good. But a chin-up, you're curling your entire body, and you have to pull yourself up. So that is probably one of the hardest things you could do for your biceps and your arms. So that's really gonna blow up your arms, guys. If you're not already doing it, incorporate it into your arm day, your chest day, whatever day you train arms. You need to be doing chin-ups, at least one set, because that will greatly increase the size of your arms again. So yeah, guys, that's calisthenics, and so the answer to the question we posed at the beginning of the video is yes, you should do calisthenics, because they are beneficial in many ways. But again, just only do it for upper body. I mean, you could do legs on calisthenics if you wanted to, but I don't really know what you're going to be accomplishing. But I mean, you could if you wanted to. If you were just beginning, nothing wrong with doing air squats. That would benefit you. But if you're someone more experienced, I wouldn't say to try and do legs with calisthenics. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.